like going deeper.
I know you do, but your arm's gonna get tired.
No, I need it.
No.
I've been dad trained, bud. Do you think I can't?
Yeah, no, you can't. You will not succeed.
I do it almost every night.
You will not succeed.
At 1:30, 2:30 in the morning, where I'm able to hold 25 pounds upright in the same position for half hour, sometimes even more.
Thank you for downloading our recent episode. For more episodes like this, go to movieguyspodcast.podbean.com for more episodes. Enjoy the show.
I may be old, but my ass isn't. Because today we're talking about my old ass.
It's
you
old.
Like that?
No, I don't, because both of our asses are definitely old, Jordan.
Before we go on, I always listen to our shows when I edit, and every time I say something really stupid, I say, "Do you like that?" It bothers you a little bit, so now I'm just gonna keep on doing it.
Not the only one, man.
Hey, just because you and Sarah don't like it, I feel the audience loves it.
We could make it into a drinking game and get
how many times
hammered real quick. That's for sure.
How many times Jordan says, "Do you like that?" or how many times does Jordan say, "Right"? Right?
Yeah. Oh no, all that. Or you know what I mean?
Oh, I say that a lot.
I count all that stuff, and a lot of times I can't help it. I know you can't help it. We're in the zone.
Yeah, we're in the zone.
We're feeling it. We're just conversating. You know, two buds. You know what I mean?
Two buds. Speaking of buds, this is another Eric classic. This is a movie that you have been pushing me to review since the summer of 24. Yeah, because it came out in September.
Was it the summer? I think it was a little bit. It might have been in the holidays. Listen, outside of the schedule that we have, I still watch movies when I can. I've seen a lot of movies that I actually want to talk to you about when we go off air. There's a few movies that I watched recently that we should maybe talk about here. And some of them I enjoy, some of them I do not. I couldn't even finish The Gorge. I don't know about you, if you tried watching that. But
okay, I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Well, you're going to have a fun Googling that one. So, they're among other movies. But this was one of these movies, and I have all these just set in a list that in our peacetime, mine and Sarah's, when we put the baby down, we get that hour, that glow, right, after Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me watch a little something and get ready for bed.
Right.
And if it's good enough, I'll keep watching it. Or if it's something we're both into, she might fall asleep. But if it's something we're both into, maybe I'll give it a pause and we'll rewatch it the next day. So it's been a lot of movies like this. This was one such movie where I had an interest to watch it, so I put it on. It was not a good day that day for Sarah. She fell asleep quite quick, but that's not to her. I was up watching it, and I don't know if it was just the holidays. I'm pretty sure I watched this during the holidays, and I might have just been in my feels, and rightfully so. As a new parent, watching this and being like, holy cow, this hit me.
Really? This hits you?
A little bit of both. Not just being from the new parent, but also from somebody who's have lived a life, and I'm sure this could be for everyone.
Of course.
Where you go back and think, oh, what would I have done differently? What could I tell my younger self to say, hey, listen, do this. Be nicer, do this better, pay more attention to this, you're being selfish or anything kind of like that. And I think they do a very good job in this movie without it being like, give me the hot ticket. Who won the Super Bowl? Give me the sports almanac.
Right. Now, see, I'm on the different end of it, where I don't know, like, I lost my train of thought. Never mind. I'm dead serious. Lost my train of thought because I had something good.
It's a slight comedy, coming of age film. Right, written and directed by Megan Park, who is now a director.
Okay, well, by the way, I remember what I said. Why I look her up. See, I don't believe in old self going back and telling young self stuff because I'm afraid of like the butterfly effect kind of thing. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, if I didn't do this at this certain time, then this wouldn't have happened, and I wouldn't have met this person. Like for an example, with me and you, right? If I didn't do this or that or this, or if you didn't wake up that day and answer that stupid Craigslist ad, right?
Yeah.
See?
Yes.
Yes. So let's see here. Who is she? Who is this director?
She's recently been going into the director part, into behind the camera, and writing as well too. But she started off as, I believe, a singer. She's Canadian actress and singer. Yeah, she has done a lot of TV stuff, movies. a lot of secondary roles, a lot of ensemble, a lot of
her first movie was with Jenna Ortega.
This time around?
No, it's called The Fallout.
That was not her first movie. Oh, her first directed.
Yeah, like her first big directorial. She'd made short films before. Let's see here. Film, Cinderella Story, Once Upon a Song. Don't know any of this. Don't know any of the movies. And music.
I believe she also was with Maddie Ziegler in The Fallout as well too, who was also in this movie.
Is she gay?
The director or Maddie Ziegler?
The director.
I am not sure.
Okay. I'm wondering because I'm looking at the poster of Fallout right now, of The Fallout, and it's two young women, next to each other.
Yeah, and obviously there is a theme in this movie as well too.
Right, of course. I don't know if that was just a thing that she's just imprinting into her movies. Okay. Don't care, but I'm just bringing that up because of what I'm seeing. I'm sorry, don't shoot me, Ryan.
We're bringing that back. We're bringing this back. It's a thing now.
Yeah, you've done it, and I've now just do what I do best. You make one little jab, and I come in with haymakers, and I miss every time, but there's at least one that hits. So this movie came out September 13th of 2024. That's why I said that. It tanked at the box office, only made $5 million, but of course this wasn't really well released. Aubrey Plaza. I like Aubrey Plaza. I have nothing bad to say about her. Aubrey Plaza.
Your ability to butcher a name is amazing. I really, I love it. That? Yes. Say that again.
Yeah. Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, I was gonna say after that. And he said, "Do you like that?" So I could take a shot.
Like
yep. There you go. There you go.
So, I like Aubrey Plaza a lot. I didn't like her as the mom in Child's Play remake, but other than that, I like her in a lot of stuff. So, not knowing anything, so behind the scenes here to everybody, Eric says, we have to do this movie, and there was nothing on the schedule for this week, so I planned it like a month in advance. And I did something that I never do. I didn't watch a trailer. I didn't wiki it. I didn't even know that Aubrey Plaza was even in it. Aubrey Plaza.
Thank you.
I didn't know she was in it. I had no idea what this movie was. I pressed play, and it said on Amazon Prime that it was an hour and 20.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, it's going to be a short little romp. Got it. Watching the first 10, 15 minutes of it, and because it's so short, I was nervous. I thought that the whole movie was just going to be her, the main girl, on the island tripping balls the whole time.
Right.
And it didn't go that right, and I really don't like where the story goes, but I'm sure we'll break that down.
Sure. To go off of what you had said before about other movies that maybe go into the time travel aspect of it, Consequence, Butterfly Effect, and that whole thing.
Sure.
I can understand that. I think this movie does a very good job of keeping it very lighthearted and just like, this is not that type of movie. This is just a simple growing up kind of movie. We're going to add this little bit of silliness to it, a little bit of playfulness into it, and that will lead us into these heartfelt tones.
Right. So then I want to know, what do you believe? Do you believe that Aubrey Plaza is even there? Is this all in this girl's head? Or is this Aubrey Plaza, a 39-year-old, remembering what it was?
That's a really good question. And to be quite honest, I don't think I've actually gave it enough thought to give an opinion about what is the true reality. Is it young Elliot or is it older Elliot? Is it her young Elliot story or is it older Elliot story? It does seem to defy a lot of laws of time travel physics, and I understand that completely. I think because of that, the writer-director Megan Park is really just saying, listen, go along on this ride with me. I know it doesn't make sense. It's just a story. Hour 29 minutes is the runtime, hour 20 on Amazon Prime. Don't worry about it.
So, no, I actually disagree with you on that.
Go ahead. Were you bothered by that? Did you want some science in this?
No. I don't think that the director is telling us to not pay attention to it. I really think that this is older Elliot, our age, right? Because you're not 39 no more.
That's right.
But I'm 38, right? So it's like, I think this is her story remembering the past. Like, hey, don't hang out with Chad. Don't go around this guy named Chad, right? This is her telling herself, her remembering it.
Sure, there are other parts.
That's the way I'm taking it.
There are other parts to it. That's the big one, right? Is older Elliot telling younger Elliot, hey, don't hang out with Chad. Oh, you met him? Don't go by him. And you already know. This might be an age thing, of course, or just because we've seen too many movies, but as soon as somebody in this movie says, don't hang out with Chad, that's the first thing that person's going to go do.
It's going to hang out with Chad. I mean, just like when parents said, don't you watch South Park?
I think I'm going to watch.
We went to a kid's house that watched South Park.
Gotta watch that.
Yeah, but we get a young Elliot here, played by what?
Maisie Stella, yes.
Maisie Stella. I actually, shocker, really enjoyed her in this movie.
Yeah, I am impressed by everyone acting in this movie. I thought they did a very good job with it, even though it is a very small cast, respectfully. But they did what they set out to do. And even Maddie Ziegler, who was a very secondary part, she was fun to watch in that too. If you don't know,
Maggie Ziegler?
She's the one from what's that show? Dance Moms. She was in all the the Sia, the pop star. She was in all those music videos.
Yeah, I know. Who was she in this movie?
She was the friend on one of the two other friends that were on the island.
Not the black friend.
No, correct.
I gotta watch this movie again because I'm okay. A fan of hers would be weird for me to say. I've seen the work.
Sure.
So I know what she looks like. Yeah. And I did not know that was her. Interesting. Okay, good. She's getting into acting. Okay. So we get young Elliot here. She lives in Canada. Did not know this until later in the movie, right? She lives in this island town, this Dawson's Creekville, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And her and her friends are going to go get some mushrooms.
Yeah, she's living a pretty rebellious life right now. She's experimenting, right? Her friends are encouraging her to go after her lady crush who works at the bait shop or the boat shop or the marina.
Let's say the bait shop.
I think it's just a bar on the marina, to be honest, a restaurant bar. Doesn't matter. A local. And to explore and experiment, they're doing drugs, they're doing what teens do, right? They're trying to find this independence and explore a little bit of the world. And in doing so, we get to see glimpses of her basically ignoring her family. Like, she's doing the selfish route of saying, well, it's my time. I want to do this. And her family would say, well, hey, we have this. We have other...
birthday cake.
It was a birthday cake, right? Yeah. She's like, oh, sorry, I forgot about it.
You know what, though? I don't feel bad for the parents on this because, well, maybe it'll feel differently when that age happens for us, right? But, you and I did the same thing. Everybody that's listening to this did the same thing. The movie says right here she's 18 years old. I mean, she's done. She's going to college after the summer. She's done, right? She doesn't care about mom and dad. She's living her life, getting high on mushrooms I think
that's what builds to it, actually. It builds a bit more, is that she just seems so uncaring about what she's doing to the others around her. And that's really why I think it hits a bit more. Just because, again, I have the hindsight, right, to go back and look and say, oh man, I was just like many others, just that selfish. If I could go back and just say, hey, I'm sorry that I did this. But you can't.
You can't. And that's why, like, when you're in those moments in your life and you realize that you're in those moments of life, you got to do the best you can, right? I mean, that's what makes us learn. But no, like, the reason why I don't believe that what we are seeing is real, and the reason why is because the movie just flat on its face, when young Elliot starts to drink the mushroom tea and her friends are just wigging out, she immediately sees her older self. Which, by the way, it's fun that Aubrey Plaza is in this movie, but girl looks nothing like the younger one. They look nothing the same.
Well, no. First, they different hair, different look, different everything.
Bone structure would be another one.
I don't want to go there.
Oh no! I mean, like, seriously, like different bone structure in the cheeks and the face and the nose and everything. Like, it's nothing. I don't know. Like, why couldn't they just, like, DH her?
No, I understand completely. That would be a budget, because this is quite obviously a low budget film, and this went around to Sundance, and that's how it got bought. Was some studio, some lower studio, probably fronted the bill on this one, hoping to make a buck.
Well, they didn't.
Oh, Amazon bought it.
Yeah, they bought Bond recently too.
All right, good luck to them.
You know that?
They bought Bond?
Yeah.
I mean, they're buying everything, so.
Yeah, they owned Segway. Sidebar. They bought MGM like a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
And then they finally made a deal last month with the Broccoli family. And the Broccoli family, after all these years, have given up all rights to Bond. And now Amazon has complete control.
All right, well, we'll see what new Bond is.
Crap. So, so she...
Jeff Bezos.
So, we get the basic tropes. I've seen this movie before, like the young Elliot's like, you're not me, and she's like, oh yeah, look at the scar that we did, or look at my toe, and like, I broke my toe, not yet, but you will, like these little things that kind of like get us into that world, right? So we've seen this before. That's fun, and they bond a little bit. They talk, and then they go into the tent, and this is where young Elliot falls asleep. And that's when older Elliot, Aubrey Plaza, and the phone, and young Elliot's phone types, my old ass. And now they're going to future talk.
Yeah. And again, this is where I think the director just says, roll with me on this one. Because this mushroom trip now extends into just standard life where the two can text each other.
Call each other even. May I say something that's a theory of mine? Because I'm not going to go into the ending about what actually happens to Chad. But
wormholes.
She's
in the Nokia.
Right? I'm thinking war. I'm dead serious, because Aubrey Plaza's like, no, hear me out.
I'm going to hear you.
Because Aubrey Plaza's like, hey, Chad, we don't like Chad. Stay away from Chad. Why? Just stay away from him. And then, like, I don't know, like a scene or two later, they're talking on the phone. All of a sudden, you hear like gunshots or like people screaming, like a riot in the background. And Aubrey Plaza's phone line, she goes, "I gotta go," and hangs up.
Sure.
So I'm like, what's that about? Is she in Philadelphia? Did they win another Super Bowl? What happened?
It definitely does seem, at least that older Elliot gives the impression that the future kind of sucks. Like
It sounds like it does.
Alluded to there being no more salmon, I think, right? Was that what the thing was when she was trying to talk to younger Elliot and saying like, oh, does Dad still make the Friday salmon or something like that? And oh yeah, younger Elliot kind of eye rolls it, being like, ugh, that whole thing. And older Elliot's just like, oh yeah, get it while you can, because that stuff's gone.
The delicacy nowadays.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Elliot's family is cranberry farmers.
Yep, in Ontario.
I think that's a good gig. Again, this is older me, right? But a cranberry farmer, there's a demand for juice.
Sure.
I mean they seem like they have a pretty good gig going on there. They don't have any employees. They have no payroll overhead. I mean, why not inherit this?
Yeah.
She has 2 other siblings.
It's a family thing.
But mom and dad has a secret.
Yeah, that we don't find out until a little bit later, right? The midpoint of the movie?
Well, because here's my question. Did I miss it, that they're selling it because economy's bad? Or are they selling it because they got to pay for Elliot to go to school? Is that why they're selling it?
I thought it was just a bit of everything. Like, more that this would just set them into the next stage of life, whether it be like retirement, whether it be the kids, whether it be themselves, and they're just getting older and they don't want to take care of the farm anymore too, and they assumed that Elliot and her brothers weren't going to stick around to take care of the farm.
No, they assumed. No, that's not true though, right? The older brothers seemed more interested, right? The guy that golfs all the time.
Yeah, Max and Spencer.
Is Spencer the young one?
Are the boys. Yeah, Spencer is the young one, and then Max is the golfer.
Right. So we established in the beginning of the movie that she's gay. So when Aubrey Plaza's like, we don't know that yet.
Sure.
We did not know that. Tell me I'm wrong.
We didn't know that yet.
No, don't argue with me.
Okay.
So when she's like, stay away from Chad, I was confused.
Yes.
Right. But then she loves to skinny dip in this, I don't know. That's not a pond because it looks like it's connected to a big, big lake, but I don't know.
This nearby water.
A lagoon. There we go. She was in a lagoon, and there was a creature there. Creature's named Chad.
Yes. From the Black Lagoon.
Yeah. Anyway, here comes Chad, and talk about the best, worst character in a movie. I hate this guy so much, but I love him too. You know why?
Do you know where we know him from?
Did he get the golden headphones?
Not yet. One more, I believe.
Was he? What have I seen?
Percy Hines White, I believe, is his name. Yep, and we reviewed him in Wednesday.
He was the love interest.
Yes, he was the love interest.
Is that Gen Z's style now? Really skinny ponytail boys? Is that what the girls like?
I don't know. I think it varies. I think that there's just like a demand, right? Because I'm sure that there are built and jack guys that have the appeal as well too. Small, medium, and large. I think that they got for everybody, right?
No wonder why he looked familiar.
Although this guy seems to be in real life having a bit of a trouble. I think he got into some legal issue with some sexual harassment.
Oh, no.
Who knows?
Another one bites the dust, huh?
Yeah, I didn't read past the headline on that one, so.
Jeez. This no means no, fellas.
I just assumed that he was guilty because he's a man.
Well, yes. And he's white, too.
Yeah, but he's Canadian, so.
Yeah, well, never mind. Sorry. No, so I will explain why I love and hate this character. Because even at the end of the movie, he is so damn perfect. He does nothing wrong.
Which adds to
Absolutely
it, right?
Nothing.
When older Elliot is asking or telling younger Elliot, don't meet Chad, and you're trying to find a reason why. It's like, man, this guy's actually pretty charming. Pretty cool.
He's nice. He's charming. He's nice. He's not forward, which I guess you can't say that in his personal life. But in this movie, he's, he takes his time. He's chill, and here's the funny thing. I believe him and young Elliot as a couple. Like, just the way they look together, the way they talk to each other. I believe their relationship, 100%.
Sure.
100% believe their relationship.
They have pretty good on-camera chemistry.
Yeah. 100% agree.
It does very much seem to me right now like that summertime love.
Yeah, but we also have summertime love, right? That they break up, he goes to war, he comes back, he builds a house, he wrote her letters for 365 days. It happens.
The only movie worth comparing anything else to.
Do you like how I did that? I just pulled that out of nowhere.
There's another shot right there, too.
You like I'm just saying, are you proud of me? I just hope that people are proud of me.
I just want you to not be upset. That's.
I am wearing a flat bill Houston Rockets hat and a party guy flower shirt. This is hard work, man. You know?
Yeah, I see you sweating.
I do it for the fans. So I do want to talk about them more, but they are a very believable couple. I thought the way they started to hang out is very believable. Questions, though, like she's 18 years old. She's clearly not in high school anymore. It's the summer, so did they go to school together? I'm sure they went to different schools. That's why they don't know each other.
Eventually, they do go to the same school, but the reason why they're in the same place now, I believe, is because he is working on another cranberry farm or the same farm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
working on the cranberry farm. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he is like the grandson of like the neighboring farm that I think is buying them out or something. Yeah.
Okay, so he's there visiting. He's not a townie.
Right, but he does have family there.
Oh man, this is more and more like The Notebook. Okay. All right. So he's not a townie. And he meets her while she's skinny dipping, and we have that fun little quirky moment of, oh my God, right? And then she just shoos him away, and this is where the conversations with Aubrey Plaza and her start to come up, right? It's, so what's life like, the conversations?
Yeah, and you start to give those tips from older Elliot. And again, praise to the director, because they do address it, where younger Elliot is trying to get those tips, right? I think you had mentioned it off air too, where those are the things that you would ask, right? To your older self. Am I rich? Am I famous? Am I pretty? Am I all this other stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not in those words, but all the things that you'd want to know, all the selfish kind of quick things that you'd want to know. And older Elliot is being delicate. I don't know how this works. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of detail. I'm just going to kind of hint at certain things, and I think she does a great job at it, right? Like was it Max, the first one, where she's just like, is Max still playing golf? And yeah, he's still playing golf. It's like, oh, you should play with him. You should
play with him more. Yeah,
you should go hang out with him more. And we get this slow transition from younger Elliot, where she's almost reluctantly kind of taking this advice and hanging out with Max a bit more. And through that, finding out that she kind of likes hanging out with her brother.
A little bit, right? But she doesn't play with him, though. She kind of just like...
Well, she sucks, but she realizes that he's really good, and she's finding out more about him.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually discovering that, oh, hey, this is actually a pretty cool person, my brother.
Which, it's funny, right? Because, I mean, didn't she have known this before? Or, like, are they saying, that she just has been completely distant for years? I find that kind of interesting, because the brother, the older brother who loves to play golf, what am I trying to say?
I understand that, to cut you off, that I think that she was just too busy living her life to notice that her brothers, I don't know what the year difference is, but I'm sure it's enough.
But you know what I'm saying, though? It's like, I mean, she's just now realizing that her brother was cool to her. Like, she didn't notice this, 3 years ago? I guess not.
I don't think it was necessarily cool to her as much as she was dismissive to him.
Well, the siblings, that happens.
Yeah. She's more focused on herself than she is anyone else.
But is that a bad thing, though? Like, is it a bad thing for an 18-year-old girl or guy to be selfish? I mean... Darn right, right?
It's expected, right?
Yeah, you live your life, figure things out.
It's kind of the lesson learned that you find, but isn't that what this movie's about? For the regret, the lesson that you learn too late.
Just see, now we're gonna get philosophical here.
Well, that's what this. Yeah, you know what, right. And that's why I push for this movie, is because it does reflect on certain points, and we haven't even gotten into the parents yet.
I was gonna bring them up next, but go ahead.
Right. Well, and with that, too, she's also hanging out with Spencer, the younger brother, a little bit more as well, too. And, again, she's kind of stuck on this island here, or on this her parents' farm a little bit, and she's checked out for the most part because she's going away to Toronto. She's going away to college, and she's the one last summer with her friends, and we're gonna get messed up, man, and I'm gonna hook up with my crush at the marina, and it's just gonna be all about Elliot kind of a thing. And then she realizes that in doing so, she's ignored a lot. She ignored that her family is selling the farm, that this fortress of solitude, that this place of memories that she grew up on, that would be something that she would have her safety net, is going to be gone. She doesn't have that anymore. All these memories. Well, what about this? Well, what about this? Oh no, it's gone. That's gone. That's not going to be here next year. We're going to be moving somewhere else.
Where they didn't say, I don't know if they're, I mean, like the family's not going to move out of their house, so they're just selling the farm. So she still has her house to come back to, I'm assuming. That's the way it's laid out to me.
Sure. Does it really matter?
Well, yeah, because it kind of does, because you're making it sound like that she has these memories of the farm, and every time that she's on the farm, even towards the end, she doesn't seem like she likes it. She seems bored, and she hates it anyway.
Takes it for granted.
But I don't think the farm means anything to her. I think her house does.
Sure, but then how about I say that that's gone too? That it's the property that was sold.
Trying to have a fun show here, bud.
But and I'm trying to break it down for you because we're going back and forth here. What do you want me to say? That suddenly the DeLorean comes out of nowhere here and picks him up and says, Elliot, it's your kids, Elliot.
We gotta save your kids. No, I'm just saying that I feel that she will regret and miss the house if they're selling the house. But I'm saying that throughout this whole entire movie, even from beginning to end credits, it doesn't seem like she cared about the farm. I hear what you're saying, and I do agree with what you're saying. What I'm just trying to say is that I don't think she cares about the farm. I think she cares about other things, and she's not allowing herself to care about other things. Why? We don't know. Mom and Dad are gone. Mom and Dad can't even communicate with her. I don't think Dad spoke at all in this movie.
Yeah, you're right. But I think they're just kind of checked out too. They're just kind of like, all right, well, girls.
I think they're sad.
I think there's a part of that where they're just trying to move past onto the next chapter, right? And man, I tell you, as a girl dad, I'm kind of scared for this as well too, where you have to get to that point where you're just like, all right, well, they're at that age where they're just gonna be that age, and just like you had said, like you can't be angry at them, but this is to be expected. They're gonna be selfish at this age. They gotta figure it out. They gotta fly, baby. Kick them out of the nest. They gotta go.
You gotta fall or fly. No, I mean like the moment. I guess if you want to say that moment that would get you in the feels would be towards the beginning, where mom comes in and just sits on her daughter's bed and just you can tell wants to say something, wants to bond, wants to talk about something. Just in general.
Oh yeah.
And daughters just, I don't know, worry about packing, and what a slap to the mother's face, right? Where like the mom wants to sit here and have a relationship with her daughter and talk to her, and her daughter's just packing her socks and underwear, don't care,
Right. Like this is a big moment for both of them separately, right? This is a big grown up moment for Elliot, but this is a big loss for her mom.
Yeah, I mean, like, now as an adult, I understand why my mom was crying like a little girl when I moved away to college.
Yeah.
Which we all have jokes about it, but yeah, I mean that's true though, right? I mean, we all have jokes about her, but on a serious note, I'm sure I can understand that feeling.
There's the thought that comes into it,
right.
is the jokes that can be said one way or another about the character.
Mm-hmm.
The woman, yours and mine, your mom and mine, they went through it. Man,
yeah,
they had put in the work. It not easy. We learned that night, bitch.
No.
Yeah, it's
especially raising us as boys. Oof.
Yeah, it's a task, and listen, they came out on top. They did it. Credit to them. I understand that. They may not always be likable, but God bless them, we love them, right?
Or realize what they've done.
Likewise, right? Vice versa.
Yeah. Yes. And then, so that's all I got to say about the parents, right? It's like the dad doesn't really talk. I think the dad's heartbroken. I think the dad's depressed because I think the dad thinks of other things. Like, I don't think really from what I get from the dad is I don't get that he's sad that his daughter's going to college. I think he's sad that his farm's going away because I don't know if this was his dad's farm. I don't know, right? I don't know if this is second generation owners. Don't know. So maybe he has different feels for other things.
Well, you know what? And there was the kind of the reaction. I feel like he was a little bit more numb when he. Oh, so she gets to know Max, and that's how she finds out about the farm.
Right.
And this is after obviously the confusing feelings that she has about Chad, because she's like, oh man, I think I like this guy. So
right.
She learns about the brother. Me. Yeah. Like, hey, confuses everybody, right? Confuses me, buddy. Do I like this guy? Anyway.
You don't like guys. Anyway.
So she has that, and the dad is just like, hey, paper's already been signed. Like, we're moving on. You're moving on. We're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just kind of more of the consequence of not paying attention to what's going on here. We get to the boat, right? Where Elliot has a boat that she wants to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they want to go for a ride in it.
Yeah, her and Chad.
Yeah, and the friends do the very friend thing. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, well, we're just gonna go. You can do the thing. Oh, very cool of them to by the way.
All right.
And then we get this nice little heart to heart with Elliot and Chad. One of the first moments that I thought was like pretty cool, where it shows how deep Chad is, man.
Oh, dude, he's deep. As deep as that engine has gone, that motor has gone down the lake.
Yeah, good for
that
you.
Was a great.
Good for you.
You like that one?
There it is, another shot.
No, but what a real moment, right? Like this two kids, right, on the middle of the lake, and me being a grown up and being paranoid, I'm like, where's those safety vests? You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a deep lake, right? And all of a sudden something was hooked up right, and boom, the motor falls off the boat, and they're stuck, they're stranded.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Without a paddle.
Without a paddle. Nice. You do deserve it on that one.
There we go.
Say it.
You like that?
Hey. Is this where you find that he's deep? Is that when he...
I think it was a little bit before that, when he's talking about...
they go on that barge or whatever. It's the same scene, right?
I thought it was a little bit before. I thought they were on the boat, and then
they were on the boat.
After that, because he was talking about, like, remember when a time in your life when you're playing with your friends?
Sure.
And do you remember that time, the last time that you played with your friends?
Yeah.
It was just another day, right? You were out and you were just having a fun time. You're on your bikes. You were rolling around the neighborhood or whatever. You're over at the friend's house or on the playground. And you were doing your thing. You were laughing. You're having a great time. And it was awesome, man. But then after that, something, I don't know, life happened. You moved on. You went on to the next stage, and you never played with your friends again. You grew up, or something put you into that next spot. And that was really a motion of due to Elliot, Chad saying to Elliot, like, try not to stick too hard to your family's farm here. You know the end is coming. And because of that, you're trying to make it some sort of grand thing, a grand exit. Be like, oh, it's got to be a very memorable thing. But you don't remember. That's why it's so great, right, is that moment, because you don't have that thought in your head that, oh, this is the last time.
Well, because Chad is a realist. And Elliot, who is
so deep, man.
God, I fell in love with Chad.
Sure. He was... When he said that, I was just like, damn, man, this is working for me.
You got that from TikTok.
Yeah.
Those are things. Those are things. And then this is where it rains, right? This, again, another Notebook moment. This is when it rains.
Yeah, so then the engine, and then they go on to the dock or whatever.
So that's like, okay, so that's something. That's like a floating dock. And it was like a floating observatory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this two-story thing where you can sit on a bench and look out. Very beautiful, very romantic.
Yeah.
Right? I love it. That was great.
Been like a little floating. Yeah, exactly. Right. Very romantic, right? Very summer love.
And of course their love scene, right? Which I believed it. Again, I believed these two. Like, I felt real. It felt like these two were falling in love.
Yes.
You know, like it felt like a real relationship, kind of like Noah and Allie. That's the last time I felt a real relationship.
From that, we get young Elliot freaking out.
Yeah, because she had sex with a man.
Yeah, she realizes that, she confides with her friend that maybe she's not, her sexuality is different than what she thought it was.
Well, she's clearly a bi, right?
Or who knows, maybe she's just experimenting.
Right.
Fluid, yes? Anyway,
yes.
So she talks to Ro about it, or one of her friends. And I think the goal for Elliot was to ask Ro, do you have any more shrooms? I'm trying to talk to... She doesn't say this to Ro, but she's like, I want more shrooms. And, okay, fine. They go back to the island. Young Elliot takes more shrooms. And in hopes to try to meet old Elliot again, but instead has a Justin Bieber trip.
Which is... That took me out of the movie. Because really? It was getting deep. And then all of a sudden it was like, we're getting too deep. We're gonna be Justin Bieber. It was fun. I feel like they had a great time filming it. You know, it just kind of took me out of the movie.
Yeah, I feel like that was a bit odd, right?
Right. It could have saved 10-minute runtime there.
Exactly. But either way,
it'd be better if they were dancing a baby.
Young Elliot has been trying to reach older Elliot for a while now, right? Voicemails, texts, anything,
nothing.
And nothing. So she's just kind of living her life, and it's a life with her parents and a life with Chad.
A life with Chad, and then eventually, towards the end of the movie, you know, is when goodbye, Chad. You know. Don't come to my parents' house right now, you know. And see you later, there, big guy. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
He walks away, and then here comes Aubrey Plaza behind a tree, and this is when young Elliot's like, "Hey, where have you been?" She was like, "I was on a trip to Aruba or something. I don't know what. She was on a trip.
Something. She was busy."
Which is very funny because that proves to me, since we're getting deep, that Elliot hasn't grown out of the selfishness.
Sure.
That's a big one.
Good call. I like it.
Because if she wasn't selfish, she would have texted, hey, I'm going on a trip for a week. You know, don't eat the berries on the tree.
I think that you're right. I think older Elliot admits already that she's far gone on the damage. Like, it's already happened to her and she can't go back.
Sure.
But that might just be me assuming.
And this is when they have a moment, right, where young Elliot's like, why am I not supposed to be around this guy? This guy is sweet and awesome. And I'm like, yeah, he is. I want to marry him, you know? And then Aubrey Plaza says he's dead.
Yeah.
He dies.
It's like, you do fall in love with him. It's the best thing ever. He's going to rock your world, and it's going to be a love like you've never had before, and this and that, and then it's gone. And you can tell that she is so damaged from that still, the older Elliot. Yeah, and she hasn't gotten over it.
Is it sick of me to want to know more? Like, she seems so damaged. Like, were they in a car accident and they were stuck on a train track, and like the train was coming and she couldn't get him, and she couldn't get his seatbelt unhooked, right? And he was like, baby, save yourself, because he's that kind of a guy,
right?
You know, and then she watches his cute little brain splatter everywhere, and that's what messes her up. You know, did he die in war? Was there a war?
Yes, was there a war?
Does he have cancer?
I like that they didn't touch on that. They kept it kind of secret. I understand your curiosity for it as well too. Like,
I'm really curious.
Of course you want to know more. Now that we've talked about that part, you got older Elliot telling younger Elliot, just like,
the big
you're
reveal.
gonna love him. Yeah, the reveal that he's gonna die. When we first are introduced to young and old Elliot, and old Elliot in the tent says, "Don't talk to Chad." In your head, and then we progress the movie to meet Chad. Do you think why? What's the warning?
I mean, honestly, I didn't think this movie was saying anything too deep, right? When she said this at the beginning of the movie. Right. So I was thinking, oh, well, because she's gay, she falls in love with this guy, and this guy cheats on her and takes them, like that's that trope, you know what I mean? And men are evil. That's what I honestly thought. That's what I thought was gonna be that. Like, he broke your heart.
Sure.
And that's what I thought. Not at all where.
No, I went. Yeah, exactly. I went right there with you. I thought it was gonna be some sort of betrayal or heartbreak or family thing where his family does something to her family, separates. Something like that. I really felt that, just because I felt like that was kind of in the same degree of what the movie was going for.
Yes, I was not expecting it to go this deep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so now the crazy part is, because while they're having this conversation, old and young Elliot, in the woods by her house, by Elliot's house, Chad walks up and he can clearly see older Elliot.
Right.
Very weird part of the movie here.
I don't find it's weird. This is me showing you my proof that all young Elliot is just memories. Because old Elliot loves Chad so much, and she just wants to say goodbye one last time. She wants to feel him one last time to let go. Like having a loved one that you love so much in your heart, right? And all you want, and sometimes in your weakest moments, is just to hug them one last time, and that is your coping mechanism to let them go, right?
Okay. Oh, I see where you're at now.
That's where I'm at with this, because there's no way, because this movie's based in reality, kinda. It's just a girl taking mushrooms and then tripping balls.
Going through the memories, right? Yeah.
There's nothing else magical going on. It's pretty drama, real life stuff.
Yeah. And as somebody who has experimented with some drugs, you definitely can get pretty deep into your head sometimes.
Right. So that's why when Chad could see older Elliot, my mind was going, oh, this is older Elliot's story. This is her saying goodbye.
Okay.
That's how I took it.
Because
young Elliot even said, I'm not going to ignore Chad. Then it's going to be the greatest love of my life, and I'm going to be with him until the end.
Okay, I like that.
Because that's what old Elliot does.
Yeah. I feel like yours is a simple, and it's what needs to be done in the movie, right? It's there it is. Like, message received. This is what we're going for.
They don't call me Simple Jack for nothing. I'm sorry. I
wanted to do the voice, but I can't.
I'm sorry.
I love it.
Continue. I was rude. Please.
So, another part that got me was when young Elliot is discovering her family again, rediscovering her family, I should say, right? Doesn't really have that big moment with her dad. She does when you could see that she's doing some work on the farm a bit, maybe actually doing some actual labor that surprises her dad. I'm like, oh, okay, and that's their bonding moment.
Yeah.
The other parts is that she's starting to hang out with her mom a bit more, and you can tell her mom is just eating it up. Loves it. There's the moment when, midpoint of the movie, I believe, and where they're on the Adirondack chairs, looking out in the backyard.
The what chairs?
Adirondack chairs.
Move on. I don't know what that word is.
They're chairs.
Okay, move on.
Now you got me thinking I screwed that word up.
I have no idea what you're even talking about. Are you talking about those low sitting beach chairs?
Yes, the wood ones.
I just call them low sitting beach chairs.
All right, the low sitting beach chairs.
Wait, hold on here. That's an actual name? That's a word?
Yes.
I did not know that. I'm so sorry. I'm an ass right now, but I did not know that.
Oh, well then, yeah, they're Adirondack chairs.
Okay, I will shut up now. I'm sorry.
You often find them in kind of like a cabin.
I want them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what they are.
Yeah, low sitting beach chairs.
Made of wood. Anyway,
please.
What's your favorite color, Jordan? I'm gonna put this on the wish list. Anyway,
I want to go for a light blue, like a nice beach blue.
I'm gonna get one that matches your shirt.
Yeah, you like that? I'm so sorry.
Her and her mom are talking, and there's a moment where her mom is talking about, and this hits as a parent, where she's talking about the last time she held her daughter. And much like that conversation that Elliot had with Chad, those things that you don't remember, those things that you're not ready to, you don't know when it's going to be the last time. But her mom remembers very much what the last time was. She didn't know it was going to be the last time, but she remembers that last time when she was holding her daughter, her infant daughter, and she was rocking her to sleep, and she'd liked to have all these rituals, stuffed animal here or being held like this and rocking it type of thing. And there's a moment when she's rocking and young Elliot, baby Elliot, pointed to the crib and said, "Crib." And her mom put her in the crib, and that was it. That was the last time that she slept on her own after that. And
I know, right?
When that happened, oh boy, was I getting...
Oh, really? That affected you?
Yeah. Again, point in my life, right? I see that moment, and I'm getting choked up, and I'm thinking... And as I'm watching it, by the way, too, Sarah's sleeping on my lap. Yeah. We're on the couch. I'm watching it. Baby's already in bed. And I'm thinking, all I want to do is wake this girl up and give her a hug right now.
Right. Oh, shoot. Don't wake up. Don't wake up.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, sorry. I woke this kid up. Oh, why did I do that?
Oh, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's a real moment there. And I feel like few people get to feel that.
Yeah, but do you feel that this movie's pandering a little bit, though, where it's like, all right, let's think of the things that are messed up that people wish, everything that people wish they could do. Let's make that into a movie. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, I mean, like, but that's not how you live your life, though, man. Like, you don't sit there and think, like, oh, this is the last time I'm going to hold my kid. You know what I mean?
Well, no, you don't think that, but that's the thought that happens 20 years later.
Oh, of course. It happens. It's going to happen on the wedding day.
Exactly. And when you say pandering, I guess that kind of comes with a coming-of-age tale, right? It does seem to be what that is.
It's what it is. I mean, like it's making us millennials feel bad right now because it's like our kids are growing up, right? Riley's going to be 9 this August.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Think about that. I announced on the show that Gina was pregnant.
Buddy, I'm not trying to...
You know what I mean, big guy?
I look at pictures now, and I was in Sarah's office the other day, and she's got a picture of the newborn, and she's like 17 months now as I'm recording this, and I'm just like, who's that picture of that baby on? It's a completely different kid. And
it's a completely different kid. The funny thing is, it's weird how much time has changed, right? Because you knew me before I had a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, right? But that's the good thing about Movie Guys Podcast. Is that we're always going to be here because we have syndication now.
Oh yeah, it's forever.
And there is an endless library where you can go back and listen to us. That's why I'm doing this show, Eric, because I want to live forever.
Yeah, give something for Riley to listen to every night before bed.
Yeah, when Daddy was swearing and peeing on camera.
Yeah, exactly. And
no, that was Ed.
That was Ed.
Let's get into our popcorn ratings. You want to do that, big guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know where you're going to go with this, right? I'm thinking you're going to go large, which I understand why, right? Because there are certain movies and certain lifetimes and certain moments where like it definitely hits different for you, right? Yeah. I'll give you an example, right? It was, and this is part of my review. It was about a week or two before I got married, and I was doing a podcast with some buddies before our time, and we reviewed Attack of the Clones, and I gave it a huge review because it hit different at that time. Because I was like, oh, it's about love, just giving you an example.
Okay.
So I feel that this movie, if it hits you at the right moment in time, it's going to leave an impact on you. For me, those moments, those young kid moments, have passed, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at it from a different kind of viewpoint. I already explained where I think this movie is, what this movie's telling me. I don't think this is young Elliot's story. I think this is older Elliot's story. I like the concept, like the idea. They are pandering. I don't think that the acting was bad. I think Megan Park did exactly what she needed to do as a director. I didn't see anything terrible with it. I like it. It's a small cast. Small casts are good once in a while, right? So I'm gonna do something I don't do that often. I'm gonna split down the middle. I'm gonna give it a medium bag of popcorn.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's a nice medium bag. But Eric, what is your popcorn rating for My Old Ass?
I am on the fence of medium and large. I probably will give it this large just because it panders to me. Just like you said, I'm not going to deny that it isn't. It very much is. Mm-hmm. But at the same part, I don't see myself rewatching this quickly or anytime soon. I would recommend it to many people who maybe would be in that interest, that group that would like it. I think it's a nice surprise of a movie. Again, it falls in that nice 90-minute time slot. It is well executed by everyone involved. I really liked Maisie Stella, the young Elliot. I think she did a fantastic job. Aubrey Plaza has really shown that she's got some bright potential in the future. I really am hoping to see more from her. I just liked everyone in this movie. I think they did a great job with it too. It's a simple story. Does it go above and beyond? No. Does it go anything below that's kind of like leaves you wondering and guessing? No. It's right there where it's just like, you know what? Great. I enjoyed it. So with that, it's a weird. I wish we had more of an in between, but we don't often will use that. So I will put it at a large for right now. But again, to everyone listening here, I think I might rewatch this like once more, maybe showing it to somebody else, or rewatching it with somebody and be like, hey, you gotta watch this. But it does pander. It very much does pander.
Which is fine. Fine. I mean, you may watch it a few more times until she hits like 5-6 age. And then you'll find something else. Remember that one time back? Here's my point. Do you remember that one time when I thought that Passengers was just so great?
Sure.
You know, because I was going through a rough time in a relationship at the time. You know what I mean?
And sure.
It meant different. Watch it now, and I'm just like, oh, good God.
But you know how certain movies sometimes, and this is really why, and I'll compare it, and hear me out on this, to Men in Black.
Okay.
Because
Men in Black.
The reason why is not completely because of the aliens and the sci-fi. No, but because in the middle of the movie you had this profound moment where one of the characters drops a bit of this, I don't know, philosophical wordplay on you, and it leaves you thinking. And I'm obviously comparing to the bench scene where Jay is talking with Kay. We all know that famous scene where Kay's like, you knew. 25,000 years, they knew that the Earth was in the center of the universe. And, yesterday you knew that, I'm not going to repeat because I'm going to butcher it. But same with this in My Old Ass. I think there's some good moments in here where Chad and Elliot's mom drop some profound moments that, listen, I wasn't thinking about that. I really wasn't. And then now that you have said it, I will be thinking about that. I will have it in my head to cherish the memory, to look at a small part of a day, be with myself or with my family, and try to remember that day.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok recently that said, why you're so stressed out about work? In 20 years, nobody's going to care. Move on.
You know what? My dad likes to say that same thing. He's repeated it many times where he says that, how many times that he's been late to work or how many times that he's said something wrong in a meeting or anything like this, he doesn't remember. But he does remember that one time when with his kids, nobody's going to remember this stuff, just like you said.
Oh, because before we close out the show, I did something little today at work. I just kind of wanted to tell everybody where we're at. No, this is not podcast stats, but I just wanted to tell you, we've done 19 episodes this season so far.
Oh, geez, okay, we're moving.
And the season started, with the Kingdom of the Apes, which was October 24th, right? Our 10th season, right? I just wanted to I've been counting in our notes, and you can see next time in the future on your phone. It's there now, where I am individually putting our popcorn ratings, and I'm counting them all together. And so far this year, Eric, for 19 reviews, you have given 2 no bags, 3 medium bags, 4 small bags, and now because of this movie, 3 large bags.
Nice.
Right? No bag of kernels for you, no bag of butter.
All right.
If you care, if you care to know. I'm such a jerk in my reviews.
It takes a lot to give me a bag of kernels here, man.
I know.
I'm looking for a bag of butter. It's going to be...
That was Bad Boys last year. I've given 1 bag of kernels this year. That was for Red One. I've given 1 no bag, 2 medium bags, 6 small bags, and 2 large bags.
God, I hate The Rock.
I know. I thought it was fun for us to... But yeah, it's in the notes, a little behind the scenes, where you can look into that. I'm going to update it every week. But
if we do a second look at that, I might give Red One a bag of kernels, man.
Well, we are, because in the middle of summer, we're going to do our mid-season recap. That was your idea.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much for listening to this most recent episode of Movie Guys Podcast. You can download us wherever you get your podcasts from. We are on that platform on every Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. I like that.
Say it.
I don't care. Eric, thanks so much for joining me. Have a good night.
Welcome. Hey, I'm going to be recording some more medicine for you here in a second here, so that you'll be able to listen to it. Get better.
Have you? So, this is funny. So my wife comes into the office last night here, and I'm gonna share my screen. And I said, "Honey, do you like the logo image for Night Bitch?" And she goes, "No, because that's me." And I said, "That is not you. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it?"
Yes.
And I go, "Honey, that's not you. That's straight up Amy Adams." She went, "Oh, really?" So I'm doing this for you. I want to prove this to you, and I'm sorry. But I went, "No, look, this is where I got it from. I did this." I went to Google and I did this. Night Bitch Amy Adams movie. Okay, then you click on images, right, to get the images. Now, the funny thing is, yesterday when I did this, it was hardcore pornography.
I have a story about that after you're done.
Because if you look at my search history, I went to here, and right here, Night Bitch, and then just hardcore porn.
Whoa.
And I'm just like, all right. So, yeah, that was my little... Yeah.
Wow. Well, that is... Yeah, same browser then, huh? Same search engine?
It was not on purpose.
Hey, I believe you. I believe whatever story you're going to tell.
It's the 100%. Because I did it right here from my wife. Do you think... No, I would have been more discreet. I have a masturbatorium.
I've done that before. I was downloading something,
yeah.
I think one of the movies or something like that on a torrent site. Mm-hmm. And as I was doing it, Sarah walks in just as one of the ads pop up. And she's like, "Oh, do I need to leave you? Do you need a moment here?" And I was like, No, it's not what it looks like. I'm downloading a movie.
Yeah, it's not. That doesn't sound any better.
Yeah,
might as well be Special Officer Doofy. Don't disturb me. I'm cleaning my room.
I'm cleaning my room.
Open up